debates or whatnot.
I haven't ever did a live with them.
You didn't do a live with Queen 88 and all of them?
Nuh-uh. I haven't. No, I can't go on their panel. She came on So Players panel one time, and Queen 88 was on there, and I believe Jackie was on there arguing with somebody else, and then I dropped down. But I've never been on like their panel.
This isn't Ashley?
Yes.
Right.
Was I on their panel? It's somebody.
Yeah. And you were lying on me in real time, back and forth, like on the line.
What was it that was being said?
I'm confused because you were just making up things, saying that I was saying things, and I was never saying them.
Do you still have that, or
I do?
Okay, can I hear it, or can I?
Yeah, sure. Let me pull it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, you were on So Players or something, and
was there a guy up there also?
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Okay.
He's in here. Wow, this is our lovely spot.
You see if I can pull this in.
Time for what? How's it going down there? What you learn out of pilot stuff?
I have a pause it, so I can hear.
You said what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause this real quick, okay? I'll start it back up in a minute.
Like, you can definitely go on my YouTube and and pull it up.
I think I know what you're talking about, because that's whenever we kind of thought that was, remember everybody kept getting confused saying that was Mo3 baby mama, Ashley.
No, that's not me. But I want to know what she has, because if I said something like that, I definitely need to correct that, because I don't know her. And I do remember her saying, I don't want to have no about that lady. I don't want no, because people were saying like, not in a disrespectful way. People were saying like, you know, she can put something on you or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to be a part of none of that. So I'm trying to see if this is the same one or if somebody.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I don't want
me for sure. Hold on, let me see.
I can put this up on my TV. Yeah, play your game real quick, because I'm going to put this up on TV. Why is my TV? Okay, here we go. YouTube. Not to be disrespectful, what's your name on YouTube? Because I know that you did not want to be called something, and I didn't want to say the wrong name.
My YouTube name is A Walk with the Ancestors.
Okay, I do remember. Okay. Oh, that's gonna take you on this spelling.
So you don't remember saying anything about? I don't even know. I don't remember you saying nothing about her, but.
No, but if she says that I did, I definitely want to check, see what's going on. Okay, I got you up. And about how long ago was this?
This was just like, what, a week ago, I think. She's doing kissing. She said she did great.
Okay. Not that one.
Yeah, this was probably like a week ago. Child, I'm really confused.
It says
so you never said nothing about Quatita?
No, I remember that chat that happened about her though, and they were saying, and
you pulled up my live as I'm live watching y'all.
Yes, I do remember that. I do remember what she's speaking.
Yeah, you were saying that I was saying things that I wasn't saying, and I'm confused if you were purposefully trying to discredit me or like make me look some type of way. I'm confused.
Okay, I understand what she's saying, and she's absolutely right. I had her live of, I hate to do the name throwing, but so Player was texting me at the same time, and basically for content, he was saying just say this, she that. So I kept saying, hey, she's saying she's watching you right now, and she's saying.
But he said what though?
So Player was texting me, and he was like, hey, go to, he kept calling me QueensDomain, and I apologize. But he kept saying, go to her and play it like on my other device so everybody can see it. So I said, she's watching us right now. She is like really watching us right now. So y'all need to watch what y'all say because this lady is watching you. But I don't remember saying anything negative about you because I don't really know too much about you.
So you was with So Player when this happened?
No, we all were on the panel. This is like about 6 people on the panel at that time. I remember that's what she was talking about.
And I was really very confused because in the beginning of this, I said, "Oh, I don't know who Ash Slade is, but her hair is laid." Next thing I know, you were attacking the shit out of me, and you were saying a whole bunch of things that I didn't say. You were like lying in real time, back and forth, like, oh, she said this, she said that. These are things that I never said, so I was really confused.
Are you sure that was my voice, though? Because I was the one who...
I'm sure.
Okay, because I don't remember that part. I do remember saying, hey, she's talking to... She's looking at us right now. She said, because you were quiet the whole time. Your mouth was not moving.
Well, exactly. That's why everybody, people were commenting. It was a lot of people on my live watching this. And they were like, oh, she's a liar. She's lying on you and you're not saying anything. Exactly.
Yes,
and then you didn't tell me that I had you fucked up.
Oh.
And that you
I don't think so.
I didn't want no problems with you. All of this is recorded on that live.
Are you able to pull it up? Is that my bubble that's moving?
Yeah, that was you talking because you were very visible on the screen.
Okay. Trying to remember. I hope it wasn't one of my drunk nights, but I definitely didn't want to.
My question is this.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you fit into this?
I fit into this by several different ways. Since I do believe in profits and things of that sort. I'm not really into the psychic realm, but anything's possible. I'm involved by my job. My initial assignment was to get information from Q1 White. That was all I was assigned to do, not to investigate Mo3's demise, but to get close to Q1, see what role maybe he played or did not play, maybe other names that could come up. So whenever I started, instead of doing what most people do and get out in the field and actually meet people, I decided to go to the internet because I figured the internet tells everybody business anyway. So I actually asked Q1 because I talked to him many a times. I said, hey, I saw you did a interview with a particular blogger named So Player. Do you trust him? Is he cool or whatever? He was like, yeah, that's my dog. I'm telling him I'm sorry for last time when he had to go ghost because he was getting all those threatening messages and phone calls. I never wanted any harm to come to him. So I was like, okay. So I relayed the message to So Player via Instagram. I said, hey, I have Q1 on the phone. He wants to tell you he apologizes. He knows that you had to distance yourself from him because of all the threats that you were getting and things of that sort because of his interview. He was like, tell him it's no harm. From there, I had 2 connections. I had So Player who knew him very well, apparently. I did not know how deep. And I also had Q1. Q1 at that time just played it off. He didn't say too much. His phone calls were recorded. So I was just like, so that's a person that you would trust, right? And he was like, yeah. So me and Q1 got very close. He told me a lot of information, not in regards to the situation that happened, but he told me a lot of things of his character. Maybe how he was brought up, the people he knows, things of that sort. When it was time for Q1 to move from the state to the feds, paperwork was needed to be picked up. Keep in mind, I already know that he's had many girlfriends, wives, right? His attorneys, and they said that they were his wife, and he had so-called mothers and all that other kind of stuff. So I was questioning, like, why do you want me to pick it up? I've only been knowing you since October, so why do you want me to pick this stuff up? He was like, well, you said you do the job that you do, and I trust you. And I'm like, okay, this is too easy. So I went and picked the paperwork up. The day I picked it up, I was scared, honestly. I had to sign my name for it. I got the paperwork. He wanted me to go through it to get some numbers out of it, first of all. I went through it looking for numbers, but as I'm looking for numbers, certain pictures popped out at me. So, of course, I have a job to do. I read it, and I kept reading, and I kept reading, and I kept reading. And I found out more than what I bargained for, but I did my job. So that's how I became close to him, just by conversation every day. The department supplying money for me to talk to him every day. As far as how I got close to Soul Player is because I wanted information. I said, so, you know, do you think that he really did this? What do you think that happened? He told me his thoughts about it. I mentioned certain names to him, certain names he wouldn't comment about. But he did help me out on a lot of pieces I needed to put together.
So is Soul Player an informant?
He couldn't be. He couldn't be. I can tell you that. He could not.
So you said Kiwan said because of the job that you do. What does Kiwan think that you do?
He knows that I'm a private investigator.
Oh. Damn,
He
he
knew
trusts
that.
you.
Yes, that's the reason why I was like, okay, you know, but I did lie to him. I let him know I'm not investigating this. I said, not the Mo3 demise. I'm not investigating that. We were on a recorded call, so he said, don't say that name no more. So I stopped talking about it because I wasn't investigating the Mo3 demise. I was investigating him.
So why are they not investigating Beto for the Mo3 demise?
So let me start there. I was assigned to one person. There's many of us assigned to one person because if you try to put one person on this whole thing, your brain will explode. Everyone, I can tell you this, everyone who has maybe the smallest part we may think, they are assigned someone. Some people are assigned two people.
And I think they put some females on. I think they put some girls on Beto because he into that trafficking shit.
Now I can tell you this from my experience with my department, with the guys that I work. I'm the only girl in my sector. I hate to say sector. In my part, I'm the only girl, and they all doubted that I could do this. So it was an achievement for me. Now in the other parts, say for instance those three initials that we all know of. There may be ladies involved because these men really like ladies. And because I'm so old, I was like, I ain't doing it. Like, you gotta do a lot. So
Right. Is somebody watching me?
No, ma'am. I don't think like your name doesn't come up unless you have done an interview or if you have had them on your, say for instance, when you were talking to the young ladies, the sisters, that's the only time. But like a part played in, no ma'am. They're looking at not only the demise, they're looking at money laundering, they're looking at organized crime, they're looking at a lot of things. So therefore, it's almost like if you watch the YSL trial, if we can't get you for this, we're gonna get you for this. If we can't get you for that, we're gonna get you for that. But everybody, like Devin Brown said on that little recorded message, everybody who played a part in this will have the answer.
Let me ask you something. Are you the same girl? Because you do know I did an interview with Kiwan before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not the same girl that used to send me
No, I
the.
saw that interview you did, and I was like, that was dumb. Yes, no, I'm not her. You can tell by my face, but that's not me.
No,
No.
I never seen the girl. That's the I didn't know. I still to this day don't know who that girl was, but she got like she.
Oh, I saw somebody has her on their thing, and she's talking. You can see her.
No, I don't think you know what girl I'm talking about. There
Okay.
was a girl who used to send me some. She used to talk to Key1. She was sending me the emails between the two of them, and like the phone recordings. That's not you.
Let me get it for you. Hold on, cause I got hold on. Let me open this. This is where I keep all his back.
That wasn't you.
No, that's not me, but I can probably give you a name. I think that you're talking about. Hold on. Let me run upstairs. But I think I know who you're talking about because I looked at the phone record. Hold on. The loud noise because it's a lot of stuff. And I think you also have a record. It's some phone record and names that anybody who called him during this time, they're listed in there. I think her name starts with an A.
Oh, you talking about Aaliyah? Aaliyah Williams or something like that?
Yeah, that's her, but I want to make sure before I say it.
No. You're right, because it started with A. It's Aaliyah.
Yeah, and people think like it's been difficult for me, but no, that's not me because I just started in October on this particular page.
No, this
Then the
is
lady
like
who
2021.
2021, it should have been his so-called wife. Her name is Yvette Cornella, and she's a dangerous woman. I can tell you that. No, that wasn't me. And I'm sorry, Miss Quatita, what was your question?
You said, what was my question?
Yes, ma'am. I didn't want to get directed.
I wanted to know if somebody is watching me because I have somebody in my circle that I've been saying for 3 years, I think she's a cop.
Okay, so let me break it down. Let me get some names for you. And you don't have to tell me her name. I'm just going to say some names. And if that's her, you can just keep it to yourself and just know. But hold on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I can see this. Definitely want to say comment on FaceTime. Y'all can see all this. If it's a woman, she might not be working with us, but she may be giving us information.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm sorry, it's a lot. Damn. I said today I was gonna put this in order. Okay, here we go. Anisha Walker, Kanita Walker, Linda, Raven, D Walker, I cannot say this name, Mac, CEDREYOUUN, Mac, Amisha Mathis, Alex Smith, David Smith, and Raven Spencer again. That's the only names that.
Do they ever use different names?
Yeah, that's the part that I needed some players' help on because since I'm not in the hood and stuff, I don't know their aliases. Like I didn't know Jose Bodega. I knew different aliases, and I'm like, who is this?
When I questioned her if she was a cop, she told me no. She said she used to work for the Department of Justice. She used to work for the Department of Defense. But she keeps saying that she's not a cop.
I can tell you this. There is a book. And in that book, it does reveal a lot of names. This book could be fact or fiction, which that's what his defense, if he chooses to go to trial, can say. But there is a lady who works at a facility that had sex with them multiple times, and now she's no longer employed there due to that. I don't know if that's her or not, but it's a lot in the book that tells a lot. I don't know your friend. Is she a younger lady or older lady?
She's a little bit older.
I see all of these chicks here are young, so the department has to look at them very hard because younger chicks can be bought, and somebody on the street has already bought one of them, like paid them off to shut up and quit. So I don't know. I don't know if that's. I would say to anybody who you feel something about, maybe slow down on, because there's so many people coming out the woodwork with information that it's not even funny. People say they don't like snitches or whatever, but anybody you feel, just watch everybody is all I can say. Just don't be careful what you say, be careful what you present, and that you don't mind it getting back to maybe the possible, I'm gonna say, killers or the police.
Okay.
There's so many papers. Like I was telling you, Ratchet, is the paper here that's the paper that made my heart stop when I saw the first, because remember he wanted me to look for a certain number on this paper. The first paper I came across said Darius Field. And that's what made my heart like skip a beat. And I realized, yeah, I'm dealing with some dangerous people.
What made your heart skip a beat about it?
Because I remembered that name, and I remember watching that trial. I remember a lot about that, and I wasn't even working the job I worked. I was one of the people who wanted to find a little girl still alive. And I remember when they came across the news, I will never forget that name, along with a tattoo that Q1 has of Michael Titus. I remember all of that.
I remember I did a live on it, a Walk of Crime. I don't remember what was said, but Now
that's what I did tell Soul Player. My boss told me to take my heart out of it, but I got a heart. I did tell Soul Player, I said, please do not report on that Randall case. Please don't. Because that's going to cause a lot of harm coming to you. Leave that alone. It's going to work itself in. But he did it anyway. I about to stay away from it.
But did he say the key one did it?
He did not, because he did like this. He said there's more people to be charged for that. So just in case they don't get this person for Mo3, I do believe that they will get this person for that little girl, the moth. And I remember Rainwater kept saying, well, let's talk about it. And I kept saying, come on now. You're gonna have to, your life is real, and I can't protect you. So
there he go again, withholding information. That's what's gonna get. That's the part. Like, you shouldn't receive information that you're not willing to give. Like, why are you even getting it? You can't talk to me about some shit I ain't willing to. That's what I'm saying. I ain't finna get on the internet and talk about shit I don't want to talk about.
Exactly. So, but you had Rainwater on there, and Rainwater.
I'm just tired of this dude acting like he's so invested into the Mo3 case. And you see what I'm saying? Like, you acting like, that's my point, because you're covering up for Keywan, and you know what Keywan did.
He's invested in Rainwater.
Okay, so let me explain this to you guys. And this is, I'm not going to talk bad about Rainwater, because to me, he's been just as solid as I expected him to be. I don't trust anything, but he's him, pretty much. He's him. Rainwater sends cash out to these people to either promote music, to, play some of their artists or whatever. I'm not sure what else. But he looks up to Rainwater so much You allow Rainwater to come in, say some things to get everybody riled up, and it goes left. Because Rainwater said, why do you keep talking about this Mo3? There was a little girl who died back in the day, and y'all not talking about her. And y'all should be giving money knowing where that was going to lead to. He wasn't doing it just out of the kindness of his heart. Like, there's been 1,000 little kids who have been hurt. He knew what he was
because he always wants the attention off of him.
Okay, so there's a lady named Joyce Smith. There is a lady named well, this is his grandparents. So Norma Walker, Armisha Mathis, there's so much paperwork on this boy. This boy has been in trouble since day one. Lavelle White. Jesus Christ. I have seen this Reggie. It's so much. And then Malaysia, well, that's his daughter. I'm sorry, that's his daughter. And then the funny part about it, what everyone finds funny, every time Q1 has had a bond, his bond has been $22,000, $15,000, $5,000, $10,000, $32,000. It's always paid, and we see the paid, because you have to sign. That I can't reveal, but that's very strange. That who has that type of money?
Right.
His receipts for his commissary while he's been in jail, he gets more money in his commissary than I make, and I work two regular jobs, two jobs. And so for the fact that our money is broke, Myron, he has a name of Maya on his face, which is strange to me.
He got a name named Maya on his face.
Did you get that? Look at that page I sent you, of his description of the tattoos he had.
Oh yeah.
Look what's tattooed on his forehead.
That's deep.
Does that not make you question anything?
It makes me question some things.
Made me question a lot.
Okay, so now y'all with me. Now, if I could, this would make y'all head hurt, so you would have to take a Xanax or something if you could see everything that I'm looking at. And at first, I was like, "Oh, the cops stupid. Why is it?" But I realized how the feds were working, and it's not just about Q1. Q1's fate is sealed. That's a done deal. It's everybody else around him. That's a done deal. I can tell you for sure. It will be. He won't be seeing the light of day in my lifetime. But there's a lot of other people who are talking along with him. But the only thing about it is, I know the bloggers have to do what they have to do, but sometimes they can hinder this, because then they're going to get wind that we're looking at them, and they're going to go off the grid. I don't know where the hell they're going, because it ain't Mexico, but they go off the grid. So that's the reason why I was saying, like, if all costs, don't reveal some of this, because they disappear. I don't know if they did. I don't know where they went. The girl Aaliyah, the first thing is the bystander that allegedly, this is what people are saying, that shot back at Mo3, or Mo3 shot him. I don't know who shot what. Randall Graham. Randall Graham is currently serving time. Shortly after that.
As if he was a planter?
As if. It's crazy, because when I look up his case file from the bystander, Randall Graham, being involved, what is it? You could have used the bathroom downstairs. Stop playing with me. When I look up his case and his docket number, it's disappeared. It's redacted. Nothing comes up. And I'm like, really? But then when I get to prying more, I see his family posting on Facebook, free him. I'm digging, and I'm like, what did he do? but everything is beyond my like I don't have authorization to get certain things.
But did you get involved with somebody inside of this case that you shouldn't have gotten involved with, or on a deeper level than you should have gotten involved with them?
The only person would have been T1 because I had a heart for him, but never like involved like sexually.
So you don't have any involvement in on a deeper level with Rainwater?
Oh no, no, ma'am. No. At first, me and Rainwater hated each other. We are now at a point to where we're cordial. No. I think he likes prostitutes. I'm not sure.
You think he was?
I don't think I'm his type. I'm dark skinned and I'm old, and I don't think I'm his type at all. And I play the game the way he plays it back with me, but I could never trust him enough to get involved with him. We keep it cordial. I know he feeds me information that he wants me to put out, but I see through that, and vice versa. I feed him stuff that I want him to put out, and he sees through it. But no, Rain is my assignment. I didn't want it.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Now you do remember that they was all going around doing that lying on my name. I mentioned something to you earlier, right?
Yes, I don't know in detail, but I do remember that.
Are you the person behind that shit?
No, Reggie, I didn't even know you like that. I just bust out. I was one of the people laughing. I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing because I was like, oh my God.
When that cop footage got released, I kept saying, who the fuck was...
What cop footage?
You don't know what I'm talking about
now? Hell no. Like, did you get arrested?
No.
Don't tell me because I don't want to know. I thought you were talking about like the...
No, it was literally, I could tell you what it is. It's nothing.
No, because then I'm going to know. Don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather be blind, but no, I was laughing because...
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yep, I was laughing because they had a picture of you going around and it looked like a GAY like situation. So I was laughing, but no, I wasn't.
That was...
I've only been on this for 2 years. Yeah, I've only had my license for 2 years, and I had to go through hell just to prove that I could do this. No, this is my very first assignment, and I don't want to blow it.
You seem kind of messy to be an investigator. I ain't gonna lie to you, sis.
Now, when you say messy, understand this. There's nothing that I'm telling you all that the detectives don't know. And
no, I mean, in the way that you've been handling things, the way that you showed up, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems so messy, the way you went about it.
And how is that?
On how you even handled me.
Now, as far as you go, ma'am, I would like to sincerely apologize on that. But also, I don't think that a lot of people understand a private investigator. They sometimes look at the TV. When you're a private investigator, you have to say things. You may have to do things that people don't understand. I have Tegan Broadwater. He's the head of the FBI that took down 51 Crips. He had to snort cocaine. He had to do a lot of things to fit in because the last thing you want to do is show that you aren't down or something. So I get that. I definitely apologize to you if it seems messy to you, but at the same time, I don't know these people personally, so I never wanted to speak down on anybody.
Right.
Now, when people would come at me on the panel, I would come at them back because I can't show a sign of weakness either. Because they're gonna be like,
right.
It's always
I thought you were friends with like Queen 88. You know.
Okay. I mean, I'm not. Lord Jesus, I'm gonna say the wrong thing. No, ma'am. I have a certain caliber about myself, and much success to them. And shout out to them, and I hope that they're innocent on whatever situation it is. But that's not my I don't. That's no, ma'am. I don't really hang with I don't hang with anyone, but there wouldn't be a person I would want to.
Gotcha.
Maybe when I was like in my 20s, maybe. But I'm sorry. Trust me, my family thought the same thing. They were like, "Girl, you acting so ghetto," and I'm like, "Girl, I had to go back to my roots. Shit, I can't come up there using educated words. I gotta come in here hood. I gotta come in here like this and talk like this. I'm from Woodtown, which I really am. You know what I'm saying? I had to play a part. I had to even cry. I had to laugh at shit that I knew wasn't funny. So I can tell you the truth because I do believe you are a reader. I had to take a lot of Xanax, and I still do, just so I can sleep at night and be okay. But it's a hard job, but in the end, I just pray that this reward, and the only thing I'm worried about is the young man's mother, because I think about my child and all of this rehashing it over and over, I will go crazy. So I pray that his mother is happy with my work or the department's work, and that everybody who had anything to do with it is held accountable, whether it's street justice or whatever. Because you don't get away with nothing, you just get by.
Right.
So I hate that I came across like that to you. I really sincerely apologize. I'm not that person, but I have a job to do.
No, I get it. Yeah, I just look at it all, but I understand exactly what you mean. A lot of people try to discredit me. And, you know what I mean? If people would actually really listen, you know what I mean, they could get pointed in a certain direction that may help. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, I have a question. I did have a question for you because that is a big question. I didn't want to even I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't want to entertain any psychic stuff. I didn't want to hear it. I did not want to entertain. I just wanted to not listen to it. But I do have a question. Whenever the girls came to you or you came to them, however it happened, y'all on the phone, with your ability, were you able to see that they had just turned in the baby daddy? Or did you get a funny feeling that something ain't right? Like something, they had just went and spoken to a detective and they knew right then and there who did it. And they were acting like, I hope we get justice for whoever did this. Was that
right? So when I first spoke to them, when they first reached out to me, I was really brokenhearted. You know, I was really fucked up. And I had felt so bad. So I was somewhere else mentally until I started talking to them. And I started like, now I feel like, oh, now I got to tap in because something is wrong, you know, and I'm listening to the spirit talk to me. And I'm like, oh, something, they lying. Like, oh, okay, so let me go on and cut this conversation with them short. And so it was like days after they kept coming to me, and I got pissed because I know you lying to me, and I know you know your baby dad had everything to do with it, and y'all had everything to do with it. And that's how some of the videos started happening of me saying, you text your baby daddy and let him know that he was still in there.
Correct. And then in the reports, a minor was blamed, which they know. They were smart enough to know that a minor can't be disclosed. They can't really be charged. You know, it's innocent. Because if you put in the reports I have, it says unidentified, or it says undisclosed minor. Like a child texts their dad and said, yeah, he's here. When maybe it didn't go that way.
Right.
But I was just wondering, like, could you feel that then? Because I couldn't believe that y'all are acting like this. And this lady is, you know, if she has this gift, she's going to see through this.
I
But-
seen through it at the end, honestly, because
Because
I
I
just
see the way you
wasn't.
looked at him.
Yeah, yeah. It was like I had to go into something different because I felt like I was being lied to. And I started watching the demeanor like, oh, wait a minute, something wrong here, you know. But honestly, in that moment, I was so brokenhearted, I didn't until the
Right.
end of the interview.
And I can relate to similar because I'm not going to even lie to you. I will be a lie to tell you. When I got this, yes, I know what my job was to do. But when I started talking to Keyone and how innocent he talked, like a kid, almost like a little kid looking for a mother, I was like, okay, he didn't do this. Like they have it wrong. They got it wrong. Like I think they just trying to lock up a black man. And then slowly, when he would say things to me in a threatening manner, I'm like, you kind of got a little hatred. And then when he said, hey, it's this guy in here with me when he was in Atlanta waiting to be transferred to Alabama. He said, it's this guy in here from Fort Worth. Guess what? He claiming the same shit that they got me for. So I said, well, let him claim it. He said, no, I'm Benzo Bling. That right there was like, wow. So you want the fame.
Right.
And that's the reason why people ask, or not people, but my coworkers and stuff ask me, what made him feel so comfortable? I said, because he knew what my job was, and I think that he's tired of the runaround, and also he wants the fame. Because people are starting to take ownership maybe for what he allegedly did or did not do, whatever. And he wants the fame. And he wants, because why else would you have me, a lady that you've only known for 3 months, that I told you what I do, go pick up this, knowing what's inside of it.
Mm.
And then once his pretend mother or whatever found out about it, how angry she was, it was like he was telling her, shut up, so what? So, and then a plea deal was made.
Wow.
So it's a heartless and it's a dangerous situation because it's so many people tied into this that it's sad.
Right. Right. And there's small names and big names.
Yeah, and it's not stopping. A lot of people like what's that boy's name? Strap, BTM, B. This is how old I am. BST. What's that boy's name?
Yeah.
Strap?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Where I even went to that crime scene, and when I saw grass coming through the hole in his head, I'm like, these people are nothing to play with. Like,
wow.
What? It seemed like it was over an argument or something. No, these people are young kids with Dracos and all kinds of stuff. It's never gonna stop. Honestly, that's why I will not be in Dallas too much longer. But again, I sincerely apologize to you. I wanted to reach out to you, but I was scared.
I appreciate it, and I won't even hold you on this phone any longer. But I just wanted to, because I recognized the voice immediately when I started watching Ratchet's show from yesterday. So I was like, wow.
Yes, and I'm so sorry. I had a part to play. I wanted to reach out to you, but I was scared. I was first scared. Like I was scared to reach out to Ratchet. I'm like, they have the power to expose a lot about me, and she might expose my childhood.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Gratitude. I don't even know what the fuck to call you, but
that's fine. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You can just go ahead and call me Whitney. It's everywhere.
Okay, Whitney. Okay. Yes, well, I appreciate you. Gratitude, Ratchet.
Salute. You already know.
All right. Thank you.
All right, y'all.